Oh, that looks delicious. What's the secret ingredient? All right, how you can make this better than any restaurant. So you're seeing me for the first time do the garlic. And what makes this so special and so good, this lobster tail, is not just the lobster. It is the way we do the lobster. So it's the butter. So we have the butter going right now, and then we're going to take 1 thing of garlic. We're going to smash them, and we have these nice little butter. I'm going to get this going right away, and I plop in a garlic, because this is going to be the garlic butter. You could put a little rosemary in there too, but I put in a little dill, so it's a garlic butter dill for the lobster. So we just put a little dill in there. You want to get this started early so it can start mixing, start blending. You know, the other meals that are going to go with this lobster are going. So I got to move like a ninja. So we got ourselves 2 8-ounce lobsters. Now it's 1.5 minutes per ounce. Okay. Now what I did is I found this on YouTube for a restaurant down in Chicago. Can't find it anymore. You know, don't know where it is. I don't know if they took it down, but I saw this 2018 from a restaurant in Chicago. So this is their recipe. If I could find it, I will give them total credit. But it's 1.5 ounce, or 1.5 minutes per ounce. These are 8, so this is going to be 12 minutes. So what we're going to do is make sure you get yourself a really good scissors, because we're going to butterfly these. And what you do is you come right here and you cut all the way down to the tail. Not all the way through, just skim the top. You just poke it right in, make sure they're unfrozen or they're fresh, and just work them all the way down. And this is the one part where you're going to have to be a little bit careful, because you don't want to get any shells caught into the meat. So then you want to start separating. And this can be a little pain in the butt, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to grab this meat out of the shell. There we go. You got the little red skin right there. These lobsters were 25 bucks for 8 ounces. Now, I know at a restaurant you ain't gonna find nothing for lobster at 25 bucks. They're gonna hit you for 80, 90. There we go. Pull that a little bit off the tail, and then just pull it right out, just like this. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the shell to have it sit. Just like that, everybody. So let's get this one. So what you do is you just kind of work it, you peel it, you push down on the skin when you see it like that. Pop that off a little bit right there. Watch yourself of not trying to break the skin into little pieces, because then that will, or the shell, because then that will go right into the meat. You don't want to eat that. That's nasty. Take it, lift it up out of the shell, and it's still attached to the tail. Okay? Close the shell back up and plop it right over it again. That's going to hold it. That's how we get this part done. And that is just gorgeous. Now let's clean up our hands a little bit. Okay, everything else looks like it's almost done over here. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn that off. Now, what you need to do is you need to grab your olive oil, and don't be ashamed here, but you're going to coat these, okay, with olive oil. Fully coat, okay? Let's get ourselves a nice pan. So, I'm going to pour a little olive oil on there, and a little bit more on this one, and then I'm just going to take my hand and I'm just going to rub it back and forth. And then I'm going to re-put it back onto the tail. I'm going to grab this one and do the exact same thing. And we're going to put it right back on top of the shell, on the tail. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put paprika on it, because the paprika is going to give it color. Okay, what's up with the tail here? Oh, there it is. We got the tail. So come here, tail. Fan out. I like that fan. It looks like butterfly wings. You know. So, now my hands are all oily. Let me get these cleaned up. So these are going to take 12 minutes. I should have probably started these a little earlier. But the rest of the stuff can kind of wait. Now the paprika, you're going to put on because this is going to give it color. So I'm going to give it a nice coating of the paprika, and you could use smoked paprika. There we go, perfect. And you're going to put this in the middle shelf. All right, 12 minutes from now, we go to our next step to make these awesome. So check that out right there. This is the secret of making your lobster tails better than a restaurant. All right. 12 minutes have passed. Look how beautiful those look. 375 the grill or the oven was. And now what you do is you preheat with the broiler on high, and then you just pack this. You just put butter on it, because now it goes in for 3 minutes with all this butter. I usually just take the soft butter, but I had an extra stick, so I'm just going to use this. Now that has been preheating. It stay up there, you know. Yeah, she's moving. Okay. So that's preheating right now. We're going to put this in for 3 minutes on high, 6 inches away. Let's see how this turns out. All right, 3 minutes. Oh, wow. That's just gorgeous. One's for my son, but he's not here, so what I'm going to do with his when he comes back, I'll cut up his lobster, take his butter, and put that in a pan and then fry it up and put it on the thing. So let's get this all served and see what the wife has to say. Okay, that's the lobster tail. Made simple at home for you. Try it. You're gonna love it. The wife's right over there mowing away. But it's the garlic dill butter that makes it so good. You could also put rosemary in it. Hey, like, share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, notify. Until the next recipe, until the next meal. This is Cooking with John, me. Bye, y'all.